Erickson from freespeech.com.
My name is Stephen with a D, middle initial G. Erickson is E-R-I-C-K-S-O-N. If you do a word search on a computer of my name, many of my posts will come up. Or if you put in Connecticut corruption, Connecticut judicial corruption, Connecticut State Police corruption, generally something comes up that I wrote within the first 20. Justice Sullivan has basically made a mockery of Connecticut, and I think that should be addressed. My issue is of free speech and redress of grievances. If you go to a elected official and you want to propose a law regarding the courts or police, there's liaisons that tell the legislature what they can and can't pass. So basically, the police run the elected officials, and so the courts. I have police officers and others that come to me, citizens of Connecticut, when they have problems with not having a police misconduct complaint taken, or if they complain about a judge, I guess the complaints are just shredded. A friend of mine, he was a Hartford narcotics detective, and he worked as a private investigator. He told me that for 6 years, the files have to be made available to the state police. So if somebody makes a complaint against a judge or a police officer, they can go into the private investigator's files and take them. So if somebody has a complaint against a judge or police, basically the evidence can be taken away. Andy Tebow is a writer and was also Rich Merzen's partner. He was doing surveillance on Kathleen Regalia. That name should ring a bell. Going through the garbage, etc. They were pulled over by the state police, FBI, etc. They had their tapes and cameras and everything else and evidence confiscated. And they were told that because of the Patriot Act and Homeland Security, they could be arrested without charges and their stuff could just be taken away. So I guess we have no rights. So my story, I'll get to that. And around about 1998 or 99, I went to Stafford Springs elected officials, about the drugs being sold out near my property. And I had a good rapport with the sheriff's system of Connecticut. And they were talking to me how they were being followed around by state police, threatened, arrested. And so I wrote 2 letters to the editor. And I was printed in the Hartford Courant and the Journal Enquirer on the same day. And I was told later that the state police assigned somebody to investigate me, and they were allegedly given a bounty of $10,000 to ruin me. I had 3 rental properties. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. I should have gotten a reward for beautification to Connecticut. Instead, I was threatened by police, and I made a complaint about Judge Jonathan Kaplan and a prosecutor because there's bias towards people that own property if they didn't have connections, allegedly mafia in Stafford. So I ended up getting attacked on my property by a police informant, and I was threatened, and I pepper sprayed him. So without a record, I got a year in jail, 3 years probation, and I was told if I didn't leave the state in an hour, pack up and out, I would go back to jail. Is this how Connecticut treats citizens that invest, work hard? If they write something in the paper that the police or judges don't like, should they have a squad that goes around? I saw the woman's picture, the one that was assigned to me. Her picture was in, I guess it was Stratford. It was some police brutality protest. She was pretending to be one of the crowd. So So basically, if you propose laws, you can be followed around, you can have something made up about you, something can happen, and you're arrested, and the trials in Connecticut are fixed. They just throw people in jail, and as far as the judges, they can do what they want. No rhyme or reason. You know, somebody else can get probation. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody get assault third and breach of peace. I wasn't even allowed a $100 program that would allow me to keep my property. I was told that I was going to prison by state police officers before trial. Connecticut basically rips off its citizens, and you deserve all the population going elsewhere because there's liars, and there's just no, and the courts and the police have no integrity, and it's just basically disgusting. I was down in Louisiana, Mississippi after Katrina. I saw real police officers. I saw real elected officials. I saw good people. I have no complaints at all. Connecticut, it just makes me sick, and I'm going to change my my driver's license, my plates on my car, and it just disgusts me to no end. And this panel, I think, has no authority to do anything, and just basically, have any questions? Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Does anyone have any questions for me? I don't. Thank you, sir.
Next up, we have Alexander Wood.